Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching my presentation video. I'm Luis, together with my teammates Helen and Siti Norfaiza. Wish you a good day ahead. The topic of our study is motivating students to learn mathematics in the iGrowMaths classroom, an innovative adaptive classroom in business mathematics education. The COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated the inequalities of educational attainment and achievement, especially for students from disadvantaged socioeconomic backgrounds, as most schools in Malaysia were closed and had to adopt online learning for some time during the Malaysia Movement Control Order in 2020 and 2021. This manifests the importance of providing pedagogical innovations that could support the students who are falling behind in their secondary education. The teaching and learning process has become more complex as students are increasingly diverse in terms of level of knowledge, learning pace, and learning style. The traditional one-size-fits-all instructions is no more effective as students cannot learn at the same rate and in the same way. In Politeknik Malaysia, business mathematics is a core subject that all students in business programs are required to pass. The educators are challenged with teaching a class of students who have a diverse level of knowledge and mastery in mathematics. Students' poor background in mathematics has also contributed to the lack of self-confidence and has affected their interest, resulting in poor performance in the subject. The low passing rate had contributed to student dropout. Hence, this study proposed an adaptive classroom model, the iGrowMaths classroom that promotes personalized learning. As an adaptive pedagogy designed to continually assess the needs of students and adjust the delivery of learning contents according to the students' progress, the iGrowMaths classroom intends to foster the students' motivation in learning the subject and thereby improve their learning outcomes. The literature has proven that activating prior knowledge is crucial for students when learning new mathematical concepts. The literature has also shown that adaptive learning is a crucial method that satisfies individual difference, as it enables educators to identify the level of students' skill and knowledge in order to tailor to their needs. Hence, mathematics educators should continuously adapt their instructions in response to their students' needs. Indeed, with the advancement of technology, the employment of adaptive learning technologies is an effective teaching method. It is also proven that adaptive e-learning content increases the effectiveness of learning in the classroom. Recent studies have acknowledged the effectiveness of adaptive learning in increasing learning outcomes. A recent study by Saadi and Solis indicated one of the central challenges is how to keep students motivated towards mathematics learning. Hence, it's imperative for educators to motivate their students in the process of teaching and learning mathematics. The iGrowMaths classroom integrates adaptive learning and tech-based pedagogy alongside the traditional face-to-face classroom, aiming at providing the students with equal chances to succeed despite the diversities in prior knowledge and learning paths. During the first lesson, a diagnostic assessment was carried out on the topic of equations and algebra, which the students should have mastered well during their secondary education. The questions were constructed to not only identify a student's ability to solve equations, but also the misconceptions and learning gaps portrayed by the student. Based on the result, the students were assigned into 3 levels: germinating level, growing level, and flowering level. The learning materials and exercises are designed with targeted difficulty levels, while the educator monitors the students' progress and provided remedial supports to the one who needed. For instance, when a student was unable to progress to next level, remedial initiatives to adjust the learning process will be taken to facilitate the personalized learning path. It is to highlight that we embedded the adaptive sequencing features by allowing the students to move at their speed through the order of materials and difficulty levels. The case study design was employed to investigate the effectiveness of iGrowMaths classroom. Intensive analysis of individual units was conducted by applying multiple methods of collecting information. The participants were 41 students, 22 females and 14 males, who enrolled in the Business Mathematics course in Politeknik Kuching, Sarawak. As for data collection, this study employed the triangulation method involving multiple data collection methods like questionnaires, interviews, and formative assessments. We adopt the Mathematics Motivation Questionnaire developed by Firola et al. 2021 to measure the students' motivation to learn mathematics. As for the interviews, 3 students from each category were selected to gauge their views about the features in the iGrowMaths classroom that promote their motivation to learn mathematics. A post-test was also administered to shed light on whether the iGrowMaths classroom increases the students' learning outcomes. For data analysis, firstly, the descriptive analysis was performed to investigate whether the iGrowMaths classroom had an impact on the students' motivation. Secondly, the direct quotations from the interviews were coded and developed into themes. And thirdly, the results of the post-test are compared with pre-test to investigate the impact on learning outcomes. The questionnaires results reveal a remarkable upsurge in students' motivation to learn mathematics when the results before and after the adoptions of iGrowMaths classroom are compared. The overall mean score for the 5 constructs, namely intrinsic value, self-regulation, self-efficacy, utility value, and test anxiety, have exhibited improvement within the range of 1.45 to 1.62. This reveals a remarkable upsurge in students' motivation to learn mathematics. The participants from germinating group point out that the sequential presentations, the working dates are demonstrated, and the chunking contents are the features in the iGrowMaths classroom that promote their motivations to learn mathematics. As for the growing groups, the participants review that comparing multiple examples approach, practicing structural similar problems, and the instant feedback are the features that instill their motivations. And finally, the participants from flowering groups reveals that avoid feeling bored, save time, and the link mathematics to real life has instilled their motivations to learn mathematics. The students who were assigned to the germinating category and moved progressively to the growing category and the flowering category show the greatest improvement when the post-test results are compared with the pre-test. The learning outcomes are also enhanced for those who were assigned directly to the growing category and the flowering category, as indicated by the higher mean score, revealing the effectiveness of the iGrowMaths classroom for students of different levels of ability. To conclude, the iGrowMaths classroom is effective in fostering the students' motivation towards learning mathematics and thereby enhancing the learning outcomes. By detecting gaps in prior knowledge at the very beginning, iGrowMaths classroom allows timely interventions via necessary supports in the form of learning contents and remedial instructions to support the lag-behind students to be ready for college-level content. The barriers of the physical classroom are no longer hindering the learning process, with the development of online educational platforms and portals that allow students the flexibility to learn from anywhere, anytime, and provide quality learning at a distance. Students have complete control over what they want to learn and how. This also empowers them to take ownership of their education as they follow their own learning paths and initiate self-guided remediations during the learning process. It is hoped that the findings of this study will shed light on the development of a technologically empowered adaptive system that enables real-time monitoring of the students' differences, learning path, personal development, and learning outcomes. As this study was conducted only in one institution, it limits the findings to generalizations, and hence, future studies should extend this initiative to more institutions. Thank you for watching the video.